neighborhoods, our economy, KBLA is in the room. This is more than radio. This is a lifeline, a record, a rallying cry. Black stories, black voices, black power.
The heat is on.
On the air and in the culture. KBLA Talk 1580. Stay connected. Stay informed. Stay loud.
Stand up.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. There's something wrong with that.
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
We are meeting people, specific kinds of people. From all the options the divine has given in this world, we are meeting only particular kind of energies in this world. And that is a mirror reflection of how we are or how we have been brought up by our parents. Energy means your mind. आपकी मन की चेतना वाइब्रेशन जैसी होती है उस तरह के लोग आपके आसपास आपकी फील्ड में आने लगते हैं. So if you are a more of an elevated person, then you will tend to attract also more elevated souls. Or you will attract souls who want to be elevated, who want to rise above the breakups and understand why these things have been happening. So एक साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास कौन आता है जो ये प्रोसेस करके अपने आप को हील करना चाहते हैं.
So they are trying to elevate.
Yes. So breakup is a way God has made, nature has made this design, universe has made this design so that you grow in life. If you're very comfortable, all the time happy, where can there be growth?
Okay.
So कर्मों का ड्रामा यही है कि वो अप एंड डाउन वेव्स की तरह डे एंड नाइट वो डुअलिटी में आपको चक्रव्यूह जिसको बोलते हैं कर्मों की साइकिल चलती रहती है. अब उस साइकिल एक साइकिल तोड़ के आप दूसरी साइकिल में एलिवेट कर.
But he was cooking. Who was that, Andy?
I don't know the person's name, but the page is the Nama Talks.
The Nama Talks. And he was talking. Tonight's topic, man, hour number 2. It's a heavy-duty topic. People have been saying I'm enjoying saying the topic. Listen, if you're just tuning into the VOR, the voice of reason, we're doing something here tonight because when I look out on social media, especially in the relationship space, everybody's blaming somebody else. Everybody else is what is the term? F-boy, right? But we got somebody on the line right now, Valerie, and she's cooking. And I love to give her space. She is on complete fire right now. Valerie, you were talking about your inner a-hole. Right?
Yeah.
The part of you, like you explained who the toxic guy was, the outer a-hole. He was cussing at you. You lit up a cigarette and said, get out of here. Right. We got that. But you were getting right to the meat and potatoes of it.
Yes. Why I'm not angry with him.
Talk to
Why
me.
I hold no animosity with him. I knew who he was.
Who was he?
Before he ever opened his mouth. He was covered, blanketed in red flags. But my inner a-hole was in the driver's seat.
How so? In what way?
I was 3 weeks out of 5150 for suicide attempt. And I spoke to a woman that whose opinion that I really valued. And I said, I'm not in a space to be starting a relationship with this man. I feel like I got work to do with him. And I did. I needed to find out how much I loved myself. Everybody doesn't need to have that journey. But I was coming from such a dark space that the withdrawal of first, the one thing that attracted me to him was his sense of humor. He took that away first. Wow. And I accepted it. Then he took away physical touch under the guise of prostate. But it was really porn addiction. Which I accepted. This is how you get down? Okay, let's see how we can move together as a unit. Just kept accepting. Because I wasn't standing in me. I was in the back seat watching that a-hole jack me up. I had to put her butt in the trunk. I let her out every now and then.
You had to put her in the trunk.
She can't drive.
I love it.
She can't drive. She's not going to see the sun. She's not going to see the clouds. She's not going to stop. Look, I'm recovered road rage. Okay, I have hit people with a car door, like on the on-ramp. Like, don't walk up on me. Right. I'm ready.
Right.
But that Valerie had to go in the trunk.
Right.
That Valerie serves nothing and no one. But that Valerie will allow herself to be in a relationship where someone withdraws communication, where someone withdraws physical touch.
Now, wait. Let's flip it.
Yeah.
Which is more toxic? Right? Which is more toxic? The person doing the withdrawing or the person who put themselves in the position to be relating to that person? What about them attracted to you? I just want you to see how they both kind of interact with one another, the inner and the outer.
Well, I get that, but I don't know what made that man like he was. He was like that when I met him.
No. You're not responsible for how he was. I'm saying what in you thought that was a good idea, thought that was something that should be pursued, something that should be cultivated. Was his actions and your desire kind of on the same frequency?
The things that he manifested during our relationship touched almost every childhood wound.
There we go. Come on. Yes, come on.
The withdrawal of affection, my parental punishment was withdrawal of affection.
Right.
Okay? Ignoring. My father hopped on literally the year I got out of surgery as a toddler, hoboed on the back of a train to Florida. He came back 3 months later. We were growing up the house. Mama left for California with her babies. So, luckily I was raised by 2 other wonderful men, and my father apologized for that 2 weeks before he passed. More healing.
Yes, more release, right. More wound confrontation. Yes.
But that man, I would watch him, and just his pattern, the way he looked, his energy resonated everything of a 20th century black man. And I needed to touch that because I needed to find my love and not my pain for my counter. So I had to see me, because I'm hard on myself. I'm an a-hole.
Yeah.
Okay, like I don't fast with juice, I fast with water.
Right.
Okay, juice is a break. You know, I'm going to be hard on myself because I know what I'm capable of. The only thing that's going to break me is me.
Right.
So there was nothing worse than what I had done to myself. So I put myself in a position to confront all my stuff that I could gather. I was literally placed in a transitional home half a block away from where I was burned twice and molested in preschool. I was confronting everything. I shook for a year. It was a year of therapy before my therapist said, "You're not shaking anymore." It was 2 years of anger management before I could put that girl in the trunk. It's not overnight.
Right.
There's not one fix for everything. If you don't like your therapist, hear me. Get another one.
But don't quit. That's right.
Do not quit. Because I'm a crossing guard, and I'm going to tell everybody in LA, if you're driving down the street and you see somebody in yellow dancing and singing
right.
at 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning, baby, that's me.
Yes.
Because I am joy.
Still got something to dance for. I love that. You can still hear the rhythm of life, right?
Feel it.
Yeah.
Let it flow and let it go. But you can't let it go. We cannot let this stuff go unless we work through it, especially melanated people. Because I was always told, just pray. What's the prayer? Oh, you got the blues. No, that ain't the blues. The blues is music. I need medication. I need to talk to somebody. I need to relate to people. I need to do physical work. I need to journal. I need to do artwork. I need to reprogram myself. I need accountability partners. I have a war chest, and iron sharpens iron. That's why I tap into this show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're the ironsmith. The heat is here.
Thank you. Gosh.
And by the time I am finished, if I am ever finished listening to this show, I'm going to be like homegirl in Kill Bill when she gets that sword. And he says, if you meet God on your journey, God will be cut by this sword.
Lord.
Because I am being sharpened by you in this work. And I am grateful for it. And I'm grateful for you and Andy with the soundtrack to my healing.
Come on, and Dizzle. Hey. Hey, Valerie, guess what you just did?
Got off the soapbox and brought LA in the building.
Come on, Los Angeles is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. That's 1-800-920-1580. This is why we love Val so much, because Val comes in here and she lets it all hang out. And I am honored to just receive her call whenever she calls, right? To me, she's a gift to the show. Like most of the people who call in here, like we usually don't have any problems with folks that call in. Usually people find this a safe space to be able to share those types of stories. listen. This is the show, right, that asks probably the most uncomfortable questions in relationship talk radio. I am committed to disrupting your pattern. The pattern that keeps you a perpetual victim, right? The pattern that keeps you looking for a fit, right? Yeah, the pattern got you looking for the fit. You're supposed to undo that pattern so you can learn how to love without a filter. Again, back to Krishnamurti. Listen to what he says. Listen to what hear this out. Relationship without image is love. The a-hole in you was created by lack, by scarcity, by misattunement. Somebody dropped the ball when you cried out. Children, babies cry to see who gonna come. Do you understand? Somebody dropped the ball. They're not perfect. We're not villainizing them. We're not saying they're the end all be. We're not saying it. What I'm saying is, if you don't address that, it becomes part of your identity. This is how I learn to survive. This is how I learn to manipulate them to get what I need. Do you see? And now in adult relationships, I'm doing this. So now, the image has an identity. And if I don't get what I'm asking for from this person, then they're the a-hole. That's not how it works. Listen to that line again, right? Relationship without image is love. If you don't finish my mama's job, you never loved me. This wasn't real. If you don't finish my daddy's job, this wasn't love. And nobody is saying this overtly. This is all unconscious. If you don't show up the way my wounds need you to, the way my orphan self needs you to. Do you see? Let me say it again. Relationship without image is love. The image has an insatiable appetite. That's why love is not enough. Relationship is the mirror in which you discover yourself. Without relationship, you are not. For to be is to be related. Krishnamurti. Only in relationship can you know yourself. Not in abstraction, and certainly not in isolation. Relationship is a mirror in which I see myself as I am. Relationship without image is love. Love is possible only without the smoke of conflict, competition, struggle, envy. As long as there is fear, there is no communion. When I come forward, the voice of reason gonna keep the fire lit.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, And they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage career track jobs. The LA Black Worker Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. And they are advocating for a fair deal for black workers in the new Los Angeles City Charter. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing, or learn about union apprenticeship programs and trade registries, please visit lablackworkercenter.org. That's lablackworkercenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis and build a more equitable Los Angeles. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, host of The Voice of Reason, weeknights at 7 p.m. here on KBLA Talk 1580, with a personal invitation for you to join me and Insight.me as we present The Healing Box, live at Inglewood's world-famous Miracle Theater, Saturday evening, May 23rd at 7 p.m. Look, I understand your attachment style has been running your life like a rogue algorithm, and nobody has had the courage to press pause. Until now, Dr. Bakoya McCall and yours truly are curating a night where clinicians, spiritualists, and an all-star panel of black woman healers like Dr. Shalonda Sunshine Crawford, Dr. Jashana Johnson, and spiritualist Precious McGill will join some amazing spoken word artists and the legendary comedian Louis Dix to diagnose, disrupt, and heal your relational wreckage in real time. Listen, bring your trauma. As a matter of fact, bring your baby mama. No, bring your testimony. And if you're still texting your ex at 2 a.m., baby, you're not just invited, you're the target demo. Tickets are moving fast, so grab yours at themiracleinglewood.com before your dating history gets flagged as a pre-existing condition. That's themiracleinglewood.com. We'll see you there Saturday, May 23rd at 7 p.m.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah. It's rap out, you know what that about. We do it my way, for the crime way. Whoa, wait. I wait to hear thee, with my right to speak. Plead the fifth, y'all, don't turn this shit, y'all. Wait. I'm not telling you to shoot somebody, but if somebody try to shoot them, don't waste time. No, just do it. And it's out of order. Must be service. See, now you're hesitating, boy, you're making me nervous. The feds know I clap B felonies on my rap sheet. Front on me, try to run from me, hollow seat up your back beat. Pistol pop, proper top, burn, baby, burn. Revolver spin again and again and never let me. Got an itchy, trigger finger in. So if you hit me and you get me, I'll be back to get you. Man, I might bring the homies in that's if it's necessary. See, you might not be worried, but I think you should worry. When bullets come in flurries, next thing you know you're buried. Yeah.
Have you ever wondered why you attract toxic people? It's more than just chance. Sometimes it's about the familiar patterns from your past or unconscious signals you send out. Toxic partners often exploit vulnerabilities like fear of being alone or low self-worth. But here's the truth. You can break these cycles by recognizing your worth and setting strong boundaries. Your healing journey starts now. If you are ready to stop the cycle of toxic relationships, follow for deeper insights. Share
Andy,
this to help someone.
Who is that? I love her accent. Andy said, I can't even pronounce her name, but she was cooking. Listen, this is one of them shows, man, where we pull the mask back. Okay? This is where we pull the mask back. I do believe there are people out there that, are just bad people. Sure. Right? I do believe that. But I think there are aspects in us. I'm asking, why are we attracted to the bad person? The quote unquote bad person. Why do they appear attractive to us? Edgy, dangerous. I don't know. Right? I need you to sit with it and don't react to it. Just sit with it. The difficult person in your life did not build the house they moved into. They found it furnished. The house was already furnished. Okay? Every room arranged before their arrival. The wound in the corner, right where it's always sitting. The specific silence, right, you produce when you feel unseen, already installed. The particular way your chest closes when someone moves towards you and then away. The architecture of that response already load-bearing, right? Before they ever walk through the door. This is what Valerie was explaining as the reason she was attracted to that particular man. She talked about her father. Do you understand? And here's what that means for tonight's conversation. We're not here to talk about the tenant who moved into the house already furnished with your wounds, accessories. We're here to talk about the builder, the architect of that place. We're here to ask who furnished the room in your soul. When construction began, and why? Across every address, every relationship, every version of this person wearing a different name. You keep leaving the door unlocked. Listen, I'm the VOR. When we come forward, we're going to keep peeling the layers back. All right, let's get it.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. A funeral was held Monday morning for Black St. Louis police officer Gregory Triplett. He died after suffering a medical emergency during a training exercise on April 1st.
Officer Triplett's legacy isn't just the years he put in. It's the people he helped shape, the officers he mentored.
Triplett was 58 years old and served the department for 32 years. Maryland's newly signed budget includes more than $50 million in state funding for Washington County. The spending plan signed by Black Governor Wes Moore includes money for upgrades at Roxbury Correctional Institution, Hancock's wastewater treatment plant, and design work for a new vehicle maintenance shop and air traffic control tower. And a national event spotlighting Black-owned businesses made a stop in Memphis, Tennessee this weekend. Shop Black Fest featured 90 vendors selling everything from food to clothing along with live music. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
When the story gets twisted, who's going to tell the truth? When they cut the microphones, who's still talking? When history gets rewritten, who remembers what really happened? We do. KBLA Talk 1580. Black media isn't just important right now, it's essential. Because when mainstream outlets move on, we stay. When the headlines ignore our communities, we don't. When decisions are being made that affect black lives in our schools, our neighborhoods, our economy, KBLA is in the room. This is more than radio. This is a lifeline, a record, a rallying cry. Black stories, black voices, black power.
The heat is on.
On the air and in the culture. KBLA Talk 1580. Stay connected. Stay informed. Stay loud.
Stand up!
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. These are hard times for housing in America. Too many in our community face barriers to safe housing, behavioral health care, and affirming spaces for healing, particularly those impacted by poverty and stigma or incarceration. Rooted in South LA, Ahmad supports impacted communities through housing, wellness, and leadership development. Ahmad provides culturally responsive, peer-led support from transitional housing and mental health services to leadership development and youth empowerment. They offer safe, affirming houses for youth, transgender women, and formerly incarcerated individuals. Therapy and peer support with a focus on healing trauma in Black communities. HIV prevention and care, free testing, education, and wraparound services for whole person wellness. Standing in the gap with health, housing, and hope. Reach out to Ahmad Institute at 323-569-1610. That's 323-569-1610. Or visit amaad.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Break out the champagne. Everybody get a glass.
You know, 5 years goes fast when you're doing something you love. 5 years of being right there with you, in your car, in your kitchen, at work, in your earbuds. And we don't take that for granted, not for a second. When it came time to celebrate our 5th anniversary, we knew it had to mean something. And we're celebrating on the most fitting day there is, Juneteenth. We're still putting the finishing touches on something really special. And before we tell the world, we want to tell you first. Once we announce this event publicly, we expect that seats are going to go fast, really fast. So, go to our website right now at KBLA1580.com and sign up to make sure you're the very first to hear what we've got planned. Before we go public with all the details, you've been riding with us. It's only right you're first to know. KBLA1580.com. We'll see you on Juneteenth for our 5th anniversary banger. Banger, banger, banger.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Boom.
Formalities, brand new strategy. Booked everywhere, but here is where I'd rather be. Bagging up my sanity, purple strain vanity, another casualty. Bad, done my canopy. I know you're new to this, baby, but understandably, I'm true to this ludicrous. So tell me, what's your fantasy? The pandering, slandering, none of that damage me. The man you see is nothing compared to the man I plan to be. Yeah, look at Daddy Warbucks. I probably had your auntie on my tour bus. Multi-platinum gangsta. Who did it before us? Just another mother California gold rush. Blue strip, red light district with my toes up. Better late than never, just be glad I showed up. Wheel spinning in the intersection doing donuts. Waiting for me to fall, don't get your mother hopes up.
I know you want it, here come your moment. Just get up on it, ride. Murder, you wrote it, I can't control it. I'm tryna do this every night.
Just watching, hating, having broken conversation. I've been frozen, I've been smoking, got prescribed that medication. In the book of liquidations, thou shalt not put my paper.
Why you keep attracting toxic people? Why do you keep attracting the same type of toxic people over and over in your life? It's not bad luck. It's not just them. There's something deeper at play. Psychologist Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate."
Fate.
You attract what feels familiar, even if it hurts, even if it's chaos. Because part of you, the unconscious part, is repeating old patterns. And toxic people, they fit that script. How to heal. Shadow.
I want to throw the microphone down the street. Just basic logical deduction. I need consistency. Wouldn't that sound like a pattern talking instead of a person? I need trust, loyalty, consistency. Isn't that a pattern speaking and not a Andy, go. But that's what I'm saying. The wound created a pattern. It don't take a genius. You study the Rig Vedas, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Psalms. You start the Book of Solomon. You start reading the real heavy, the Dharmapada. You start reading the heavy spirit work, and it's always talking about freedom. All of it's talking about freedom. It's not talking about a pattern. This is why an insatiable appetite, which the wound has, can say love is not enough. Why? Because it's talking about attachment and not unconditional love. This is why the Buddha came and said, attachment is the source of suffering. Dukkha. It's really simple. Read a few books across religions, across philosophy, psychology. You'll see it all tie together. Right? Mislabeling. Misattribution law, right? Labeling attachment love and then turn around and say love is not enough. And then go to church and say God is love. Wait, what? Huh? Yeah, makes perfect sense. Right? This is why I love the work of Dr. David R. Hawkins. I ask you to go get his books all the time. Dr. David R. Hawkins, in his pioneering book, Power versus Force, and related teachings, described attractor fields as invisible nonlinear energy patterns that structure human behavior, emotions, and consciousness. These fields represent the underlying cause in life, where human actions often are just the effects. Right? Listen to what in the world? Yes, influence on behavior. Dr. Hawking states that human behavior is dictated by alignments with powerful, often unconscious energy patterns. These invisible fields are described as the true cause behind the effects seen in daily life. Listen, what do psychologists, what are their technical term for trauma? They call it a psychic wound. A psychic wound? Yeah. The wound takes on an ego, yours. Now you believe you and the wound are the same thing. The wound is in constant protection mode. Hey, somebody's coming for me. Hey, I got to look out. Hold on. And that's fine. I get it. If you've been wounded, you've been hurt, I understand it. It's part of human evolution. But you should never identify with the wound. Right? Do you see? Listen, that survival mechanism that John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth talked about, because that's what attachment theory is. It's really a survival system. That's how a baby survives. Listen, you outgrew it. It's time for you to let it go. The survival system itself. Do you see? Dr. David R. Hawkins. The power of thought. Thoughts are not passive. They create permanent, interconnected energy patterns, with changes in thought directly resulting in altered external conditions, consciousness, and potential. Genius is defined as the ability to access high-energy attractor patterns, while perception itself is limited by the specific lower-level attractor patterns an individual is currently associated with. So what's happening in our relationships? If you're telling yourself you're a loser, if you're telling yourself you don't deserve nobody, right? This negative self-talk, right? If you're telling yourself you don't matter, this always happens to me, right? If you're telling yourself, you know what? I'm exhausted. I need my space. This is the avoidant. I gotta pull back. You know, you're draining. You're too much. Right? You're living in defense of the wound. Do you see? Do you see? You'll never see the other person as a mirror of what you have refused to acknowledge. You'll never see the other person that way when you identify. The outer a-hole is not your problem. They are the most recent occupant of an interior space you built before you could even put it into words. Tonight we stop renovating. Right? We stop. Tonight we look at the floor plan. Who built it? When I come forward, the voice of reason, I'm gonna keep frying them.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
From station to stage, LA Metro connects you to the artistic heart of Los Angeles. Celebrate this National Arts Month with Metro, exploring galleries, theaters, and cultural spaces across the city. Art isn't just where you end up, it's how you get there.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Michael's Daughter Foundation is dedicated to inspiring youth and resilience through storytelling, arts, filmmaking, and enrichment programs for youth and families in under-resourced communities and system-impacted individuals. The Michael's Daughter Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit providing free and low-cost arts programs to youth and families from under-resourced communities, both system-impacted youth and those affected by the incarceration of a loved one. 1 in 43 children in America have a parent incarcerated. 70% of those children are expected to end up in prison. Through filmmaking, animation, theater, and writing, they help young people express themselves, build confidence, and imagine new possibilities. Beyond the arts, they offer financial literacy workshops, emergency support, and scholarships. Because thriving takes more than talent, it takes access. To learn more about the impact of Michael Daughters Foundation and how you can be a part of the movement, please visit their website, michaelsdaughterfoundation.com. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill the void.
Hold on, Andy. Hold on, Andy. I see what you did. He started us off in spiritual world. We were very spiritual. And then Andy said, hold on. We talking about the outer and the inner a-hole. Nah, hip-hop got to show up with some aggression. I see what you're doing. Bring it back to the top, Andy. Let's go.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Romani and welcome to a new series. This series is about what I call narcissist magnets. So what is a narcissist magnet? I'd say, why don't you subscribe to this channel? It's coming up, just hit that button. So what is a narcissist magnet? I'm sure you have a pretty decent sense of what they are. I like to say that your various narcissistic magnetic pieces are the things that get you sucked in and get you stuck in to these relationships. And by that I mean These are what I consider to be the vulnerability factors a person may have that make them more vulnerable to falling into a narcissistic relationship. Now, to be have sort of these narcissistic magnet qualities, things that draw a narcissist towards you, this can affect the relationships you sort of choose. A partner, a friend, a work situation. These are the people that there's a bit more of a voluntary element because there's a moment where the narcissist has to come into your life and you kind of have to sign off on it and stick it out. These are elements of yourself that aren't necessarily bad things. They may actually be some of the best parts of yourself. But these elements of you may blind you to narcissism, lead you to make someone who makes a lot of excuses for their bad behavior, makes it hard for you to step away, and may leave you more likely to blame yourself in one of these relationships as well. This series is a part of what I do talk about with people who come to my retreats and other seminars, because what I found is that many people can really get angry at themselves. How did I get stuck in this mess? Why am I in this relationship? Like,
Come on.
I am a smart person. I have a good job. I've got good friends. I'm well put together. Why am I in this situation where I'm behaving like a fool? And people will get really angry at themselves. But when we work backwards, we start to realize that the reason a narcissistic individual was able to get close enough, insinuate themselves into our lives, and stick around.
Hey, man, Dr. Romney does not play any reindeer games. I'm going to give you the secret. You stay the same because you only go to therapy to acquire language. Oops. Oops. See, you don't want to do anything with the underlying mechanism. That's your identity. That's your sense of self. The wound has merged into it. This is an active, real-life, real-time possession. You are possessed by your unhealed wounds. Yeah, just like Linda Blair, you're possessed by the unhealed wound. So you'll go to therapy and you'll get the language. This is why you read a book. You're reading books to acquire something, but you're not really going to put that knowledge to work, because to do that is to dismantle the identity the wound convinced you was yours. You see what I'm saying? So now you know how to diagnose the problem. You know how to say, oh man, that's my childhood issue with my mom, and I never really dealt with da-da-da. You know how to talk about it, right? You got some therapy talk in you. You done went to TikTok. You got some psychological vocabulary cracking. But naming the demon is not the same as taming the demon. And in order to heal it, you got to claim the demon. And I'm talking about the demon in you. And the outer a-hole will just be a mirror of that. Showing up every time. Hey, how you doing? Different person, same body. Or different body, different person, but the same situation. Sitting there waiting on you to process. Now watch this. Dr. David Hawkins, one more time. When you're not healed, remember what I said, the wound has an insatiable appetite. It's a bottomless pit. Nothing is enough. Everything has to remain the same, and everything has to continue to elevate. More good, more good, more good, more good. More happiness, more travel, more joy, more food, more snapshots. Right? Watch this. Dr. David R. Hawkins. Listen to what I'm about to say. Because be mindful of the world we're living in today. Love is not enough, right? Dr. David R. Hawkins. Love is not a quality of God. It is God's very essence. It is the all-encompassing reality of the never-ending present. It is the core of your existence. Now, if you ain't got that kind of love for self, you're going to be begging for attachment from somebody. Did you hear what I said? If you don't have that kind of love for you, if you haven't discovered the reality of all existence in you, you're going to be begging for attachment from somebody else. God. Sheesh. Come on, Dr. David R. Hawkins. Every thought, action, decision, or feeling creates an eddy in the interlocking, interbalancing energy fields of life. In this interconnected universe, every improvement we make in our private world improves the world at large for everyone. So when Zoe says, guess what? Your relationships are holographic. Your whole story, all the information, every now, every when, every how is happening simultaneously. Your whole story is with you. He just described the holographic universe. When you heal, the world heals because you're not separate from the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know. Do you see? Now flip it even deeper. Do you know your partner can't heal you? Only you can. Your partner is a question to the answer you carry within. Listen, I start the conversations. I'm not here to, I'm not here to force you to accept it. This is a perspective, right? I just want you to think with me. Yes, it could be difficult looking at yourself, but it must happen on a daily if you're to evolve, right? If you're to know what the essence of God is within you. I love y'all, man. Hey, this is that Altadena album, ain't it? Man, can I hear Raymond? Listen, Raymond. I spend so much time on Raymond Boulevard. Let's get a piece of that. Come on. I started it. It's up to you to finish it. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another slapper.
Just after 7 p.m. Most of West Altadena did not receive an evacuation alert until 3:30 a.m. the following day.
We are standing in the gap for those who are victims of this crisis. But we're together, and we're Altadena strong.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. The country's second largest school district looks like it'll be in session this week.